Peace loves, it's Tamara Garcia, and it is a beautiful Sunday. I am here in the comfort of my home, just relaxing, and what I'm starting to do is, I get a lot of inbox messages, and I think it's important that when beings are asking questions, it's because they truly want an answer. And so it's important that when we take the position to be a healer, a coach, whatever the case may be, that we make sure that we do not let any question go unanswered, because they're seeking for their ascension, their divineness. And so it's important that we be what it is that's being requested of us. So I got an inbox message about relationships and the so-called always and forever. Finding the perfect partner and being with them always and forever. Whether it be a marriage union, in your white dress, the traditional marriage, you make vows to each other, or whether it's just a verbal, or we're going to be together for life. Please know that I am here as a vessel to speak on my truth and what's been instilled in me and the visions that I have, and also what's being sent to me as far as information download, because of being open. So when it comes to, and some may agree or disagree, and we're all entitled to our own truths. There is not one truth. I've learned that as well on my path. There is not just one truth. What there is everybody's truth according to the paths that they're destined for. So, always and forever, and finding that perfect mate. First of all, there's no such thing as a perfect mate. That in itself gives us this awareness that when somebody comes into our lives, that there must be an image that they must hold. There must be an image of a standard that they must hold in order to be that so-called perfect partner, life mate. Please know that there's not just one soulmate. Soulmates could be your children, your mother and your father, your aunt, your uncle. Beings in general, we're all soulmates. There's not just one. And I'm starting to, for myself, detach from the labelings of mothers and fathers and sisters and brothers. Because I've come to realize that each of us chose two beings so that we may give birth unto ourselves. We always want to give glory to everybody else, but we never give glory to ourselves. You gave birth to yourself. To come here on a mission, on a journey, on a path of self-realization. Every time, and I've been guilty, when it comes to relationships, we feel that there needs to be this attachment. Relationships are good for the first few months. When you first meet someone, the first thing that attracts them to you is their body, their physical So they say. In this life, everything is attraction. Everything is attraction of self. The vibration that you're at, the attraction of your fears, the attraction of your wants, your desires, are all going to come in the form of a being. Every single one. A being that comes into your life may have more than one aspect to them that you love and desire. But please know, on the other hand, there's going to be other aspects of them as well that are going to include your fears, your doubts, your thoughts of your self-worth. We aren't attracted to beings because it's all about just an instant gratification. We're attracted to beings because there's something that they're there to teach us. Something within that person is a reflection of me. So when we speak on everlasting relationships and my perfect partner, there's never going to be that perfect individual because we ourselves are constantly in this form of transformation and constantly in this form of change and self-awareness. And as we change, the people that are in our ciphers are going to change. Some will stay, some will go. Some will go, some will stay. Everything is vibration. And so until we stop and take a glimpse of what's really going on and not just living out of the two eyes, but living within the vibration of life, is when we really start to see ourselves. There is no forever. All there is right now at this moment. All there is this experience right here at this moment. The only thing that is forever is your vibration. Your vibration and your frequency is going to take you to many, many lifetimes, to many, many, realms. I don't even really like to use the word spirit anymore because it's really all about energy. Kind of growing out of that mentality. Everything is energy. So many times, and I'm starting to kind of grow out of it myself, relationships are only there for you to see you for who you are, what it is that you need to change, what it is that you desire, how you see yourself, your self-worth, whether it be the masculine or feminine energy, they're all there to show you you. Now, if you can sit back and say that you yourself are perfect in all your deeds, words, actions, then yes, you have found your perfect partner. But we all are going through different vibrational experiences. And one thing that we get caught up in is constantly focusing on what the other individual is not doing. But in this life, when you first meet someone, you don't have to show much. There's not much that you have to show. That feeling of a breath of fresh air has arrived into your life, and this butterfly feeling within your stomach starts to warm you. Your heart starts to pound that it's never pounded before. This new life this new light is something brand new. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months go by, and we're still in that so-called honeymoon stage. Why? Because many of our aspects of ourselves haven't been revealed just yet. Right now we're in that phase of, this feels good, I love this feeling. This person does this for me and does that for me. And then over time, but the other aspect of you starts to reveal itself. Doubts, fears, the worries, self-worth. The watering of you starts to bud. You're now in the mire. First started out as a seed. This individual was giving you life. It's really you giving yourself life, feeding you within the dirt and the mire of who it is that you truly are. And then one day, your eyes begin to open. This person starts to reveal stuff that they see within you. Their words change. Their expressions change. Their mood changes. Their affection changes. The sex changes. Things start to transform themselves because now the healing process needs to begin. Now this is where the choice comes in. Do I want to sit back? That's the questions that we ask ourselves. Do I want to sit back and be in this relationship that wasn't or that isn't what it was in the beginning? This person is now showing me things that are starting to make my foundation shake. This person is now making me see myself for who I am, making me uncomfortable. What happened to the so-called love that you were giving me? And please keep in mind, love never changes. Love exists in everyone. So many times we want to blame love for things. They don't love me anymore. What happened to the love that you were giving me? It's not the love. It's the choices of the individual. We were created and fashioned by love. Therefore, we all carry that divineness within us. Don't blame your reflection on love. Love always exists, and it's going to forever exist. It's not that people don't love you. It's just that they've chosen to make their choices of what they feel is best for them at this moment. So, the greatest challenge in our relationships and the majority of our existence here is unions with others. You're always going to be attracted, always going to be attracted. greatest challenge is to be able to sit back and be the observer of the two of you, which is really one, coexisting, healing each other, showing each other who it is that we are, showing each other who we both are. Being able to sit back and being the watchman at the gate, to know what to allow and what not to allow. Because even though, this is the catch now, even though you attract you, remember that this person also has their path and their journey. Them being around you is only there to show you you. There are aspects of them, of their path, their journey, things that they've seen in their lives, things that they've experienced, images that they've attached themselves to, things that their mother and father told them that they still believe. They still have that. So this is where the observance comes in. And I think so many times we are so quick to let something go that is not ready to diminish as of yet. And we end up repeating the process, which is why you hear many people say, I feel like I'm attracting the same thing over and over again. I'm going through the same circle over and over again. It's because you are. It's because we are. You know, so the best thing that we can do when it comes to our unions and relationships is first not to seek. Keep working on you. It's the greatest advice that I can give you. Keep working on the love that dwells within you. Keep focusing on that love. Being aware of yourself. Use your relationships that you experienced. Think back on what it is that they taught you. They're there to be used for your enlightenment of yourself. I don't know, this may be, please, let's make this a discussion. Are relationships truly meant to last forever? I question that daily. Are relationships truly meant to last forever? Because if everything is vibration, and everything that we attract within ourselves at this moment is our vibration. And as we ascend and we keep growing and seeing ourselves, wouldn't the relationship end up changing if that individual is not in that same vibration as you? Do we hang on to certain relationships because of our self-worth and how it is that we see ourselves, thinking that it's better to settle for something than to have nothing? Which I don't agree with, because you are something, you, your own individual, are something. You're never alone. But for question's sake, is it better to settle for something than to have nothing? Pay attention. Everything is about unions. When you see a woman, what is she seeking? What is she looking for? The breakdown. A man to love me. A man to be affectionate. A man to show that he cares. When you see a man, what is he looking for? Day by day, in and out, relationships on Facebook, different social medias, porn, telephone calls, text messages. Everybody is seeking something with other individuals. It's a daily process, downloading information from others on a day-to-day basis. Reality of it is, I'm going to have to keep this real. Reality of it is, we aren't the only ones. We're not. This is what relationships are about. Unions. And when the spirit is seeking, because I am not you and you are not me. So for me, if I'm seeking something that this individual may not have within them, I'm going to seek it from somewhere else. It's that connection. And I think so many times this is where relationships kind of get twisted, because we've been programmed to believe, according to the Bible, that a union is only a man and a woman. But my union is with everyone and everything. So it's kind of coming out of that brainwashed mentality of togetherness forever, just me and you. There is no me and you. There's only us as a whole. I think the more that we can digest this, the less issues we'll have in our relationships, in our unions. The less attached we'll become to the cuddly little things that start the flickering of the fire. We're not the only ones. I always say, if somebody wants to spend 90% of their time with you, feel honored. Feel honored. They love you dearly. There's a connection, a deep, deep-rooted connection, which is why you've stayed together, whether it be past life experiences, work that hasn't been done, whatever it is. If you have somebody that's willing to spend 90% of their time with you, feel honored. They don't have to. This life is about choices. If a woman wants to be with men and indulge herself in having different men and having their company, so shall it be. If a man feels that he wants to have certain types of women and a bunch of, whatever the case may be, so shall it be. That's the attraction of life. Many probably don't want to hear this because we've been consumed in this, it's just me and you till the end. If you guys choose to do that, that's cool. But in all reality, there's too many aspects, so many aspects of us where we need other individuals in order to see us in a new light, in a new form, new way of living, new experiences. One person may be in art, another person may be in music, another person may be in bike riding, another person may be in sports, and the list goes on and on and on. How could we say that there is only one perfect mate when you yourself are seeking many, many avenues to see yourself and to expand? This has not been easy for me. I'll tell you that right now. This has not been easy for me, but the more and more that I start to let go, the more I start to realize my truth. And this may not be the truth for everyone. This may be a truth for you. But being around different individuals brings beauty, inspires, brings color to life. There's so many beautiful people out there. And I'm starting to make a choice, even for myself, to get rid of that old brainwashed mentality that I'm supposed to be in this state of a one-track mind, of what I've been told and what my family, parents have instilled in me because of their beliefs, because of their truths. Where's Tamara's truth? Who am I? Where am I? Why am I here? What is my purpose? Is what I ask myself daily. And within those questions, I start to see myself in a new light. Expansion. We're all one. So to answer the question, is there a perfect mate? We are all perfect for each other. You just get to pick the ones that you want to spend your time with. And to the question, is this always and forever? The journey of you and your self-ascension is always and forever. Your energy is infinite and always and forever. The beings in your life may be for a reason or a season. Some may be for a lifetime. You may experience them again in another life form, which is why there's that familiar vibe that you have. But they too will come and go. The openness of the heart, the openness of the mind, the beauty of self-realization. The tearing away from the illusions, the tearing away from the images that were placed upon me. The breaking away from the labeling mother, father, sister, and brother. We all have our own paths, and I chose two, so that I may come here to live my own. With no attachments. I will always respect and honor those in my life, those that I've come in contact with, those that have led me and showed me certain things about myself, because all is me. But that doesn't mean that I have to settle in this vibration of this is all there is. There's too much to life out there. Too much to experience and to expand yourself in. To be thinking of one individual. And is he or she. And always and forever. You are your always and forever. Love regardless of the situation. Embrace regardless of the situation. But when it's time to go, you got to release. So I hope that answers your question. That's just my truth. Like I said, I don't have all the answers. I'm living this journey just as much as you are, but at the same time, I try to live this life as much through my awareness, my all-seeing eye, and the powers that dwell within. So, just a little intro. TamaraGarcia.net is my new website for spiritual life coach, and I'm excited about it. It's a new avenue. Spirit has definitely pushed me into a new direction, and I feel good about it. I definitely feel good about it, and I know it's my purpose to be able to speak, inspire, and to see others bloom, you know, from the muddy waters into a beautiful lotus flower. I want to be a part of that. And so, you know, don't forget to catch me there. Again, it's TamaraGarcia.net, and all of my services are there, and it's pretty much going to be a wholeness of expanding within yourself. You know, it always starts with self, and I'm big on that. You know, so this is really going to be geared towards the acknowledgement and the seduction of yourself into your authenticity. So that way you can start bringing in those things that are kind of at a standstill at the moment. Success, relationships, traveling, money, whatever the case is. There's an abundance. The universe is limitless. The only thing that limits ourselves is our thinking process. So that's where I'm tapping into. Again, I love you guys. Thank you for listening. And please start a conversation about this. Are relationships truly meant to be forever? Are we really only supposed to be with one individual? I'm curious. Talk to me. This is the Intimate Conversations with Tamara. So let me know what you guys think. Peace, love, and namaste. See you on the other side.